And welcome back, One Whole Legion, for another week of Checkmate Bitches. I want to let you know that this week's episode is brought to you by the Everglades Wildlife Preserve and Zoo. Take the family today.
The world is full of amazing creatures. Nature has provided us with a beautiful planet teeming with life. Here at the Everglades Wildlife Preserve and Zoo, you and your family can get a glimpse of some of nature's most precious wonders. We have animals from around the world imprisoned and put on display for your amusement. You and your family have the opportunity to point and gawk and wonder at some of Earth's most wonderful creations, held in captivity and kept from their natural habitat and way of life. We take pride in making it seem like there's nothing wrong with having people pay money to watch wildlife suffer through suicidal thoughts and clinical depression. Here at the Everglades Wildlife Preserve and Zoo, we have an untrained staff of former convicts and rehabilitated undesirables, taking care of our plethora of undernourished and deeply neglected animals. Come by in the afternoon and see the Australian duck-billed platypus mate every day at 5 p.m. It's an experience you'll never forget. Children under 5 can throw rocks at the animals for free. The Everglades Wildlife Preserve and Zoo. Never let your heart get in the way of a good time.
And welcome back, One Whole Legion, and welcome to another amazing episode of Checkmate Bitches. I'm your host, Steve the Wizard. My co-host, Cabbage, is on vacation. And today I have a fascinating guest for you, former Elite Panda actor Bong Bong. Bong Bong is best known for his commercial appearances with the Korean juggernaut Rub-A-Tug Longtime Soft Hand Lotion Corporation and for the unfortunate removal of the left hand of the former billionaire international hand model sensation, Buck Addington. Thanks for coming on the show, Bong Bong.
You're fucking welcome, Steve.
So, Bong Bong, I'm sure that you're aware we had Buck Addington on the show last week. He gave us his account of how you tore off his left hand during a Rub-A-Tug lotion commercial. So I would like to get to that in a moment of what happened that day. But in the meantime, can you just briefly give us a small background as to how you came into acting at such a young age?
I'd like to first say, fuck you, Steve. Fuck Buck Addington. Buck doesn't know what he's talking about. Second, you have to remember I was young. My parents were captured and put in a party-centralized North Korean zoo. And I was sold to the Korean Mafia, who then sold me to the global ocean titan, Rub-A-Tug Longtime Soft Hand Lotion Company. Have you ever been sold, Steve? Huh? No, of course you haven't. You have no idea what it's like to be a sexy commodity, yeah. Anyways, working with them was super intense, fast-paced. It was a high-volume industry. I mean, we were putting out 30 to 60 different commercials a week. Minimum.
Well, thanks for that, Bong Bong. And speaking of commercials, here's a word from our local sponsor. This week's local sponsor is the Dildo Depot, down off of Market and South Street. The Dildo Depot. Go in there this week and mention the show, Checkmate Bitches, and you can get your own 12-inch dildo for the price of a 6-incher. Yes, that's right, folks. You heard it today. Just here, this week, if you mention at the Dildo Depot, Checkmate Bitches, you get a 12-incher for the price of 6. Can't beat that. The Dildo Depot. Go today. Okay, you were saying something about custom commercials, Bong Bong. What actually is a custom commercial?
Korean businessmen would pay to be in commercials with me. I was fucking famous, Steve. Come on, man. Sometimes they would rub lotion on me. Very thoroughly, man. Like deep. Other times they would use a sponge to rub lotion on each other. And again, man, it'd be thorough and deep. Have you ever been a sponge, Steve? No, of course you haven't. You have no idea what it's like to be dipped and spread like butter on sweet, sweet toast, Steve. You have no idea. Anyway, look, I don't like to talk too much about those days.
Oh, man, that's quite a crazy story, Bong Bong, of what happened when you were younger. And but what I'd like to get back to, if we could real fast here, is the day that you had to shoot with Buck for the commercial, for the hand lotion commercial. Can you just walk us through what you remember from that day?
Yeah, Steve. It was an amazing time for the most part. And on the shoot with Buck, let me tell you, I was tired. I was worn out. It was like my 47th commercial shoot in 3 days. I was exhausted from all the rubbing and tugging. When I saw that gorgeous hand of Buck's reaching towards me, I lost my damn mind. Something in me snapped. I lost all control. I became an animal, and I bit his hand. And when I did, there was a flavor explosion. It was delicious, scrumptious. I went back for another bite, and then another, and then another. I blacked out from pure ecstasy, Steve. Do you know what it means to black out from pure ecstasy, Steve? No, of course you don't, Steve. You've never had a hand in your mouth like me. And when I came to, I was covered in blood, in jizz. Surrounded by doctors, Steve. From that day on, I knew I could never do hand lotion work ever again. All I could think about was Buck's other hand. It consumes me to this day. You hear me, Turk and Buck, you motherfucker? I'm coming for that other hand.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bongbong. Let's take a step back. I didn't mean to upset you with all of that. But let's get back on track. And so after the incident with Buck, you left acting and you eventually ended up in Thailand. What can you tell the One Whole Legion about that transition? And when you were in Thailand, what did you do to support yourself?
So, okay, I left Korea, and the Korean mafia was hot on my tail. I connected with some of the old businessmen I met in commercial shoots, and they smuggled me with other children who travel the world doing commercials. You know, it's a thing. Have you ever been smuggled, Steve? Of course you haven't. It's not fucking Christmas morning, Steve. And I went to Russia, Lithuania, Singapore, and eventually Thailand. And in Thailand, I landed modeling shoots with Thai ladyboy bodybuilders. I started working out with the toughest of the tough ladyboys, and I was quickly invited to be a pro athlete in the sport of Myrtle. You have no fucking idea what that is, do you, Steve?
Myrtle? What is the sport Myrtle?
It's short for murder turtle. In Myrtle, Steve, they take the largest and oldest sea turtle that they can find. They put it in a 54-foot circle ringed with electrified razor wire. And two big-titty Thai ladyboy bodybuilders riding on jacked-up pandas all dressed in sea turtle armor and using machetes as weapons square off against each other, Steve. The first team to murder that fucking turtle wins. And the losing Thai boy, Steve, that losing Thai ladyboy is then forced to have sex with the two panda athletes in the arena while the audience watches and the winning ladyboy sings the Thai national anthem, Steve. It's a beautiful thing.
I will never be able to hear the Thai national anthem the same way ever again. Well, it's about that time now for a short break with a check-in with the local news station, Newswatch 13. Take it away, Newswatch.
Tonight, a Newswatch 13 exclusive. The Swamp County cannibal is still at large. Disabled transgender teens are going missing by the week. What are the Everglades PD doing about it? Sergeant Dick Johnson says,
"We will bring this killer to justice. It's only a matter of time. We get closer to solving these cases by the day, and it's my duty and promise to the people of Swamp County to put an end to this madness."
Also, our exclusive interview with Dean Patricia Pleasures of the Transgender School for the Neurologically Challenged.
The students are filled with fear and anxiety. We've never faced a situation like this. With all we've been through as school, this is by far the most challenging. I can only pray that the killer will be apprehended and we can work towards getting past these terrible times.
Tune in to Newswatch 13 at 11 for this and more. BMTV, Swamp County's local Newswatch station.
Anyway, so let's just another question here. So Buck Addington and others have mentioned that you have a problem with Puff Dog and vodka that started at a very young age. Well, for those of you out there who are not familiar, Puff Dog is a combination of powdered rhinoceros penis and elephant tranquilizer. So my question to you, Bong Bong, is, were those rumors true? Did you have an addiction problem, and are you currently free of drugs?
Steve, man, I battled my demons. We all battled our demons. And what is a drug problem, really, man? I mean, I'm addicted to enjoying life. Fucking sue me, you cocksucker. I've turked about this before, and I don't feel the need to turk about it anymore. Period. Keep it moving, Steve.
Okay. Well, I see that you don't want to talk about those kind of things anymore, Bong Bong. So I get it. So let's just wrap it up with our final question. What would you like to say to the One Whole Legion about the upcoming season of One Hole at a Time?
Yeah. Would I like to say something? Yeah. Steve, I'd like to say, fuck you, man. fuck this show, and fuck Buck Addington. I'm coming for you, Buck. Lube your tits, shave your pits, you bitch monkey. I'm turking about taking your other hand. I'm gonna tear it off and savor it. It's mine. What's what I'm turking about? Yeah, that's mine. I'm coming for it.
Well, Bong Bong, it seems to me that you and Buck have a few things that you need to work out through this coming season of One Hole at a Time. So, to the One Hole Legion, tune in to see how Buck and Bong Bong work out their differences, and check in next week with us as we have another episode of Checkmate Bitches.